Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the second-ranked team, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. Jukes to get past a man. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is on scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Buffaloes are looking to keep this drive going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Buffs. Solid debut for this offense. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage and a bad decision to bring it out. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Pressure is coming. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground here.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of design.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Methodical but effective, Gburg. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Ball handed off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Makes a quick grab. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on a play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties and nickel.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get into the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Pulls it in. It's Miller. Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that phenomenal drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Here's the handoff. A gain moves the ball out near the 25. So Kirk, Colorado has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. TCU. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at midfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Snags a good throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On the handout, they'll test the right side here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And here's the handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. They'll run it to the left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And this pass is caught. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Nice grab. It's Baker. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Lagway. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Fighting off the defender. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Let's see how aggressive this offense gets. They can move into field goal range easily, but they're looking for more. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Welch. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. And they jump back in front.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down to the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And the Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the TCU offense takes the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. First down here for this offense. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They're going to run it here. The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Can he make it to the marker? Trucks through the defender. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Makes the catch. It's Baker. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Touchdown, Texas Christian. Will take the lead in the second half. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away, wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back has it on a screen now. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the Buffaloes will send the punt team onto the field. He spins free and he's in the clear. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They'll test the right side here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runs right over the defender. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Lagway. This time a completion. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Grab behind the line. It's James. He's got some room. Can he get there? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the...
Touchdown, TCU. This offense is still clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. And a 2nd down behind the sticks now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You'd love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
Second down after that completion. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on a screen. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And it's a bunch formation. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. The Buffalo's moving quickly down the field here. Looking to throw yet again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Look at that. He's still going. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught in the flat by the running back. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the first down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
The obvious move here is to go for a two-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab behind the line, it's Welch. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They'll use that running game, trying to lead the clock here.
Yeah, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Wideout's now clustered. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, drops back. And this time it's complete. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds his man. It's Russell. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Welch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Back to throw again. Quick catch over the middle. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The offense would call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line to run the hurry up. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. You bring him down after a short gain there. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And it's picked off in the end zone. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? Here comes the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Hit as he released it. Incomplete on the final play, but they wrap up the win. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.